to my channel. Welcome to another unboxing. Sophie's got her day 5. She hasn't taken a peek because she realized that it was disappointing yesterday when she'd already knew what was in it. Wait. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing and let me know what you're up to today. Yeah. Sophie got to see Sleeping Beauty in pantomime today.
No.
Oh, she's disappointed. Show what it was. She wanted a lollipop. What's wrong?
I wanted a toy, but they didn't give me it.
Oh. She got Lindt chocolate balls and she's not happy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. All right. Yesterday, where have I gone and put my phone? There's my phone. Hold, please. I've got milk stains and all sorts of stuff from feeding the kids. And now my phone's not playing. Right. Camera. And we'll find out what the girls had said about the colouring cotton from yesterday. And it's not quite late enough today. Oops, need the Find It gadget. There we go. It's hunting. Day 4's gift was the fabric. It was over the moon, 32 count. It was chosen by the designer for our first kitted project. So, the floss toss. Open the magic cushion. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. So, we have pine, which is a Gentle Arts sampler thread. There's the fabric from yesterday. So it's a grey. It's a lightly mottled 32 count. Then, how are we going to do this? We have pine, which is a green. And it's just like pine needles. And it has got a variation through it. So, you know how you get the spruce, blue spruce, and you get those kind of colours? Yeah. So they're there. Okay. We have blue suede, which is 2107A. Blue suede is a dark kind of blue. It's dark grey blue. And I'll show these up against Flossmas. Ooh. Oh, wow. Then we've got Grapevine, which is 1273 of Weeks Dye Works. And Grapevine is a brown variegation. Then we have a blue bonnet, which is 2339, and it's blue. And our pale colour, which could be snowflakes, is a Morris blue, and it's 2109. It's pale blue. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure we're going to see much of the Morris blue against the colour. So it will be interesting where it lies in the pattern. Alright, there you go, floss toss. Not quite sure how my lighting is for this, but yeah, it's a little bit glary, but it's bright. And yeah, that light blue is going to be quite pale on that background. So it will be very, very interesting to see tomorrow what the pattern is going to be, where that really light blue is, and can we guess? Okay, well, it's not a snowman because there's no orange, but that's not to say that the pattern has every single one of these colors in it. It's possible that these are just the speciality colors. So there may be more colors that you would need to get. We'll find out tomorrow on that one. So that's the big envelope tomorrow, day 6. The green envelope. I can't remember what the other colors were for the envelopes. So yeah. To be honest, for me today was a continuation of yesterday, with just being speed hump after speed hump after speed hump, and it's been really hard from, I guess, a faith point of view to just hang in there, and just trust that it will all come out in the wash. And yeah, but it's got implications for our Christmas, and we'll see how we go. Kind of. We will see how we go. We will be fine. The 6 paddies are doing fantastic, and I love that I can actually call them the paddies when I'm Irish, if you hadn't already guessed. I've got the 2 smallest. I've started to do 3 feeds with them to get some more meat on their bones, because at the moment they're just like tiny by comparison. And I just need them to start to catch up with the others, and the other 4 are doing phenomenally well. And it's crazy in the mornings when I've got 4 of them clamoring for bottles all at once, and not enough hands, and bottles falling everywhere, and milk spraying everywhere, and oh my goodness, it's insane. So I'm starting to feed them in shifts so that it's not quite so manic. You should see it in the morning, and they're the most adorable things. Indy, I swear he's a therapy patamelon. He's very empathic. He just stayed with me last night on the couch, and cuddled up, whereas the rest of them all, you know, went their separate ways or cuddled up on the wall, and they sit on their tails when they lie down. One of these days I'll put a photo in to show them actually sleeping. And Lucy is the funniest because she stretches her back legs out, so they go even further out, and it's a really, really funny stance. It's quite clever seeing how a patamelon kangaroo think, you know, it's a small kangaroo, but it's interesting. That's the dog. I don't know why he's going nuts. But I'll have to go out and check in a minute. It's quite interesting to see how normally they've got their tail out backwards, because marsupials, in the most part, can't go backwards. And that was the whole point of the naming of the kangaroo, I think, was that, or that the kangaroo and the emu? There was something about them that they can't go backwards. Anyway, because all the power is in the tail, and the tail helps them to move forwards. So when they rest, they actually tuck their tail up under their bums and in between their legs. So they're sitting on their tail, and they're like a kind of C shape or an E shape, all tucked up. And from a point of view of, if you have, say, a predator human stomping through the bush, all a patamelon has to do is hunker down and hide in the greenery, and know that their tail's not going to get trod on because their tail is tucked out of the way. And if they don't bolt, then they don't necessarily get stepped on and hurt, and to then cause them to bolt. So it's been fascinating just watching them. And with Lucy in particular, she'll actually come into the room and she will stand on her back legs high. So she's up and the nose is going crazy as she's trying to detect where the milk is. Have I made a cup of tea? What the smell is? And she's just like, yes, she's quite funny. And Hiccup is literally like a crazy thing at my ankles. Literally, I'm tripping up over him multiple times in the day. And he's aptly named, because he was actually named Hiccup before he was starting this dance of Hiccup and Toothless. So Hiccup would just happen to be a H, because that's where I was up to with the boys. So I've got Hiccup and Indy, so the H in the I. So Hiccup and Lucy were buddied up first, and the two of them in the mornings will actually circle around my feet, and you know, if I step from one side of the kitchen to the other side of the kitchen, they're there hopping with me or behind me, and it's like the Pied Piper of Hamelin. It's just crazy because they're kind of like rats, but not. And yeah, it's slightly amusing. And Hiccup in the last couple of days has started clicking back at me. So when I call them for food, I go, which is kind of what you hear, you know, Skippy do, if you've ever watched Skippy. But Hiccup has actually started ticking back at me the last couple of days. So that's been interesting, watching how they're changing. And yeah, they're all outside getting some fresh air and some not sun, because the sun's gone. But yeah, outside getting some fresh air and a bit of a run, and they get an even bigger run when they come into the house, because the house, they get free rein up and down the hallways, and sometimes they get the zoomies. So it's quite funny hearing the odd big thump as they do the warning stomp, as they chase each other and just run up and down the house. It's fun. Yeah, fun. Chocolate buttons everywhere though. Yeah, that's like a every 5 minutes cleaning up kind of thing. Thankfully they vacuum really, really well. Now they're doing well. All right, enough of my yammering. Yes, paddies, my paddies. I'll have them for another couple of months, and then get to release them to a soft release to a friend of mine who's going to be able to release them on her property. I hope that's the plan. If her property can take 6 paddies in one hit, so that'll be the big test. All right. Tomorrow is the pattern, which means that we may be able to start stitching, which would be good. And I have the O's complete on the SO section, and I've got the center stalk all done up to the angel top, and I will pick that up and stitch some more tonight after we get tea. And yeah, I'll fill you in on the theory behind the colours, if there is any theory behind it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's Gentle Arts thread and it's Weeks Dye Works threads, and the designer has chosen it, and we will find out who the designer is tomorrow. All right, I'll let you go. Yeah, just keep us in your thoughts. If you pray, please pray, just for a calm head for me. So yeah, that would be good. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.